A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to the Pharisees, "Very truly I tell you, anyone who does not enter the sheepfold by the gate, but climbs in by another way, is a thief and a bandit. The one who enters by the gate is the shepherd of the sheep. The gatekeeper opens the gate for him, and the sheep hear his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought out all his own, he goes ahead of them, and the sheep follow him because they know his voice. They will not follow a stranger, but they will run from him because they do not know the voice of strangers." Jesus used this figure of speech with them, but they did not understand what he was saying to them. How often are we following the voice of a stranger? And a stranger doesn't necessarily only mean by someone we've never seen before. But ironically, it could be a very familiar person. It could be the person whose intention is to lead us astray. Now, Jesus speaks about a shepherd, and he calls them each by name, and then he leads them out. Doesn't it feel good when you go somewhere, maybe to your favorite coffee shop, restaurant, wherever it is that you might frequent often, and they say, "Hi, Jerry, how are you? How's your wife, Lisa?" I mean, it's wonderful that they know our names. Even more wonderful, sometimes we think that they know our order or what we would like, our particular request. Because oftentimes we are creatures of habit. But it's that familiarity with which we find comfort. Strangers, on the other hand, don't know our name, don't know our likes, don't know what we've been up to, wouldn't know how to lead us unless they knew what we needed. And so with these kinds of thoughts in our minds, we need to think about what voices are we listening to every day? What is it that draws us in? Is it the voice of a coworker that says, "Hey, let's go get some beers after work. Who wants to go home tonight?" All our wives are doing is griping. Well, is that of a voice of someone who's trying to help you? Well, for a moment you might think, yeah, help entertain me. Yeah, let me forget my troubles, if that's what they're thinking. But that's really not helping the situation. What about the gals that say, "Hey, we need a girls' night out"? But sometimes, if you think about the underlying message, the girls are all getting dressed up. I don't know, putting the updo, getting some extra makeup on, finding an outfit that's really going to show off our figure. And who is it that we are trying to attract by a girls' night out? We inside can feel like we need to be appreciated, even if it is from afar. But that's sending a wrong message. I mean, because what if someone does come up and say, "Hey, looking really good tonight," and you're like, "Yeah, thanks." And what if he came on just a little too aggressive? Well, why get angry? Wasn't that what you were trying to, even if it is subconsciously, attract? Someone to say that you're looking well. Someone to say, "Yeah, you still got it." But what you got at home is yours. What you have at home is what you should be working on. So in order for us to keep moving forward and in the right direction and staying with the good pack, being part of the big herd of sheep, not straying off by yourself, there are times, if we listen to our intuition, that says, maybe I shouldn't have done this. This just might get me into some trouble. I wonder if I should have just stayed home tonight. Perhaps that's the calling of your shepherd, the voice of your shepherd, your conscience, that intuition, that spirit inside that says, this is not right. I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should be walking a straighter line. And we need to get accustomed to hearing that voice inside. That one of truly Jesus that's saying, hey, you can have fun, but don't do it in a way that attracts these kinds of things, because that's not healthy for your marriage. That's not good for your relationship. That energy. Tell the person that's maybe not giving you what you need a little bit about what you need. We don't have to seek for those particular kinds of things outside of our home. And we can, if we actually would have meditated on the going out with the girls night or hanging out with the guys and go getting some drinks and not wanting to go home, if you would have meditated, hours before that, gone into a quiet place and actually shared with Jesus, because when you share with Jesus, you're talking to God. So when you share with him, Lord, thank you for my life. I have a good wife. I don't like everything about her today, but overall I love her. I'm thankful for her. I really do want to make her happy. I don't want to upset her. Because as you know, God, when she's upset, the whole family's upset. Let me help to make her better. Make her more well. Make her smile. And going out with the guys tonight is really not going to accomplish that. So follow that voice that talks to you. Go into a quiet place so that you can hear it. Don't follow the voice of strangers. They don't know you or what you need. Follow your shepherd's voice. He will take you places that you need to be. My name is Ceci Holling, and I'm inviting you to live like you believe.